There are 3 rules for the Met Gala. Honor the theme, don't be safe, and don't trip on the stairs. This year, the theme was Sleeping Beauty's reawakening fashion with a dress code of the Garden of Time. While no one literally took a tumble down the steps of the green carpet, plenty of stars' looks either fell flat or put us to sleep. Zoë Saldana, or her stylist, clearly forgot what night it was. The dress was blah and matched her skin tone so closely that it washed her out. The belt, thigh-high boots, and long hair also dressed it down quite a bit. It's also difficult to tell how she was even trying to honor the theme, making this look an overall miss. This year's theme aimed to honor natural elements. While that theme seems easy at first glance, it actually isn't so simple, since floral prints can easily come across safe and overdone. Alexandra Kopelman's multicolor Amelia Wickstead dress is a prime example of this. This dress was floral, sure, but it didn't give us the level of fashion we crave from the Met Gala. The unique silhouette wasn't enough to make this ensemble look elevated, and the boring hair, makeup, and mismatched necklace furthered the flop. Alexandra Daddario's look somehow managed to have too much going on while also being boring. The star showed quite a bit of skin under her lace gown, and the mini romper underneath didn't do the top layer justice. The black ribbon and gold headpiece felt out of place. Furthermore, the dress's color washed Daddario out, and the hair and makeup just accentuated this. We would have loved to see her in a color that made her beauty pop a bit more. As a comedian, Escola is often joking, and it seems that they were joking at least a little bit with their Met Gala attire too. Even so, this look was too far on the bizarre side. Escola's look fell somewhere between a bride, a flower girl, and Isaac from the Children of Corn.
Question not my judgment, Malachi.
Removing a few elements of the look may have made it look a bit less out there and a little more serious. They should definitely keep the dog basket though, it's just too cute. Gustav Magnar Witzøe wore a bedazzled six-pack to the Met Gala, and his place on the worst dress list doesn't require much more explanation than that. If anyone could build a super muscular body out of crystals instead of at the gym, it's probably a Norwegian billionaire, but just because you can doesn't mean you should. All kidding aside, this look felt like an interesting and artistic idea that just got a little too costumey in execution. Jordan Roth is an expert in the theater world, so he knows plenty about theatricality. This Valentino look was almost a brilliant execution of the theme. What better way to encompass the Garden of Time than with an outfit that shows the life cycle of flowers? While the poetry here is a hit, the fashion is a bit of a miss. The pink gloves and eyebrows felt like a strange way to accessorize such an artistic piece, and it would have popped much better without the hood and with simple accessories. Crocs at the Met Gala? Say it ain't so. Okay, it's not, but how dare Josh O'Connor scare us like that? The footwear, Croc or not, just doesn't work with the rest of this look. If this suit jacket was styled with a floral print underneath, it would have been a great way for the Challenger star to be on theme in an interesting way. As it stands, it's a bit boring and incongruous. It wouldn't be fair to blame Chris Hemsworth, he just got confused about the theme. Someone should have told him that it was reawakening fashion, not putting fashion to sleep. What could be more boring than a beige suit? To make matters worse, he paired it with black shoes, which made it look like he was still half asleep himself while he was getting dressed. A few men cheated the theme at this year's Met Gala with a plain suit and flower brooch, but Hemsworth didn't even add a quick on-theme accessory.
You can flip around if you just want to, a different look.
Cynthia Erivo had about as much going on with her outfit as was humanly possible. Erivo's two-piece Tom Brown ensemble certainly stuck to the theme. She was covered in flower petals and other little elements of nature like bugs and leaves. Unfortunately, this ensemble made it difficult to know where to look, and the styling certainly didn't help. The over-the-top shoes, pink bag that looked more appropriate for a much more casual outfit, and overload of jewelry made the ensemble even busier. Kylie Minogue's look didn't seem very on theme, but that wasn't the biggest problem with this outfit. The dress had outlines of what her body may look like underneath, which is an interesting idea. There was something about this print, however, that made it look like the dress was gathering sweat marks. This look reminds us of the discomfort of being stuck outside on a hot summer day. And hey, that may happen in the Garden of Time now and then, but it wasn't the best interpretation of the theme. Alton Mason certainly knows a thing or two about fashion, yet this custom Tom Brown ensemble just had way too many high fashion elements at once. The suit on its own had quite a bit going on, from its high waist and oversized sleeves to the long train and tweed fabric. Yet so many other elements were piled on top of it that it felt distracting. The bold platform shoes, the open shirt, the shiny chest, the bow tie, the pocket square, the face veil, it was all very overwhelming. Charlotte Tilbury's snake-inspired dress would have worked better for a Medusa costume than a Met Gala ensemble. The dress itself was busy, but it may have worked with different styling. Yet the tights and peep-toe shoes dressed the look down, and her extra-long, voluminous locks just added to the messiness of the overall look. This dress needed simpler, sleeker styling to make it really work for the special occasion. Folks often say that pain is beauty, but Kim Kardashian's Met Gala outfit was painful to just look at. Seriously, how could she even stand in that corset? We don't want to know, but in any event, she didn't look comfortable. This super small corset was the main focal point of this look, and it was hard to see any other element. If all you can think about when looking at an outfit is how excited the person wearing it must be to put their PJs on, it's probably not a winner.